Welcome back to Abrar channel. We are going to cover various terms of quality, and to simply put, we are going to go alphabetic order, A all the way to Z. I call it as quality alphabets. And each alphabet in English, you have that 26 alphabet we have. That means each alphabet at least 2 terms we are going to learn. That means at least 50 terms you will be learning in this video, right? Let's start with very first letter A. A stand for APQP, Advanced Product Quality Plan, and it happens to be the one of the 5 core tool, right, of the automotive, and it is very effective and planning, and before the product reaches to the factory we can plan and we can control the quality. The next term in A we have audit. Audit is there it is part of the requirement. For the audit you have the dedicated standard, right? You know that ISO 19011, the latest version is 2018. And about internal audit, it is also there in ISO 9001 2015 class number 9.2.2. Let's go to the second letter called B. B, you have various terms. Let's take 2 terms. One is called brainstorming. Brainstorming is what, when you have, there is any quality problem is there, or when there is any issues being encountered, there is a way that we can just get together and discuss the problem, discuss the solution to that and all that, right? This is called brainstorming. And in brainstorming there are dedicated videos also being done on the brainstorming topic. That's called B. And then you also have another term for B. If you look at this one, and you also have like benefits of having the QMS and all that you can think of when you think of B, right? And let's go to the next term, C. Cost of poor quality. Cost of poor quality is a big avenue where you can cover the customer complaint, you can cover anything you take that cost of poor quality project, it is always good. For example, the material loss, and there is an example of various things like material loss, or the employees not being deployed yet, or in the other word, in the lean language we put this TMOOD, transportation, inventory, motion, waiting time, ore processing, ore production, defect, and all that you can think of through the cost of poor quality, curve down the cost of poor quality, right? And then you have another term in the C is called context of the organization, class number 4 of ISO 9001, right? Where you get the entire recipe of how you can manage the internal issues, external issues and all that, right? Let's go to the fourth term called D. D is called Deming cycle, right? PDC cycle, plan, do, check, tag and all that. And also you'll find that design and development, class number 8.3, right? So let's go to the next term called F. F for failure mode effect analysis, and this also happens to be the core tool of the automotive. And very wonderfully, if you plan, if you respect the risk, if you plan the actions proactively, most of the serious issue, quality serious issue, can be prevented, right? And let's go to next term called H. H for house of quality, and house of quality where you give like how you have that high level strategic direction and how high level structure and how you govern the process and all that, right? And let's go to I. I call Ishikawa's, we commonly known as fishbone diagram, right? And you have man, machine, method, material, measurement, mother nature and all that, okay? Then go for J. J is Juran concept. In Juran, you know that how he evolved and how he contributed to this, and how a quality control concept should be there, and how the control chart should be there and all that, right? And the Kano model, you know that you knowing the customer better, and it is a perfect tool to know the perception of the customer. And Kano Noriki is a person who invented this concept called Kano. And then Lean Six Sigma, Lean on one side it focuses on wastages, removal of wastages is called Muda, and Lean Six Sigma it focuses on reducing the variations and all that, right? That's all about Lean. Another L you can think of leadership, class number 5, right? Completely class number 5 is all about leadership. And then M stand for measurement system analysis. Then you have a gauge R&R, gauge repeatability, reproducibility, and all you can see is that NDC value. NDC value, number of distinct categories. If the number of distinct categories greater than 4 and you are happy, and then if it is less than 4 and greater than 3, then you conditionally approve and so on, right? On the other side, you also have attribute agreement analysis, that if you have a data which is attribute, then you can go with the attribute agreement analysis, and then you get the kappa value, right? And then next one is that the N for Nelson rule. The interpretation rule is there for control chart, and discrete has got only 4 chart, but the variable chart has got 8 control chart. Directly in the Minitab you can test it. For example, any control chart, 7 control chart, IMR, X bar R chart, X bar S chart, the discrete C chart, U chart, NP chart and P chart, all the 7 chart you can easily test within the Minitab. How you can test whether it is not only just outlier is a problem, but consistently increasing, consistently decreasing trend can also signify a out of specification, or in other words a special class, right? And then you have a WO for outlier. Anything going beyond the control chart, control limits is called outlier. And then you have another called P for process. Very simple, interconnecting steps and the collection of collection of activities is called process, right? And then you also think of PPAP, production part approval process, and where you have that before reaching, just like APQP, before reaching the product to the factory, you're ensuring that you have enough samples with you, and you are tested, and you are tested with the laboratories and all that. You have enough confidence to go ahead and purchase from the supplier. And then Q has many terms like quality objective, quality circles and all that. Quality objective, quality policy, many things you will find it in Q. And let's talk about quality circle. When there is a problem, you just get together and then discuss the problem, come up with the great solutions and all that. And quality objectives is a subset of quality policies, quality objectives, right? And then quality policy is a parent document where you find the intention and direction of the company and all that, right? And then root cause analysis, R for root cause analysis. For example, very important point about the latest standard, the ISO 9000:2015, is that you have to evaluate the root cause, right? For example, not just finding out the underlying root cause is important, but you also have to dig down and find out whether this is the cause or not, right? You can do that. And then R also has got another terms. For example, regression is one example where you see that the variables are correlated or not. You can see the regressions and all that, right? Then you have a yes has got many terms, but one of the terms you can think of from the quality dimension is that quality statistical process control, SPC, statistical process control, and when there has a process capability, when there is a control chart, and how the limit should be there and all that. Various videos have been made on that topic, right? And then T for total quality management, and total quality management where quality control, quality assurance, quality management system, everything go in it, right? And then you have U. U is uncertainty, and you mean like, and you have a limit, and you always there is a beta risk or alpha risk, right? So that's something you can think of. And V has got various terms like voice of customer, voice of partner, and you will get the reference from the ISO 9001, 5.1.2 and 9.1.2, right? And then you have W YY analysis. You have coming up with the underlying root cause and all that. And then X bar R chart is the best example. One of the variable chart, and X bar R chart comes from the family of variable charts and all that. And then Yamazumi chart is also there, where you just find out the correlation, what is value added, non-value added, just like VSM, value stream mapping, value added, non-value added, value enabled, and all that. And then you have zero defect is there, right? You always aim to prevent and not to have any root causes. So more than 50 terms you have learned in alphabetic order. I hope you like this video. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel.